like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the
I try to take a long way from this. Yeah. Just casually said it like we're just talking. Okay. What? My mom made me look. There's someone here for you. Go. Look at you, Clark.
Hayden Marina Corona.
And Lucy, even we're graduating. Is it literally? It's $2 I try to take a long way from this. Yeah. Just casually said it like we're just talking. Okay. What? My mom made me look. Go to the end. There's someone here for you. Go. Look at you, Clark.
Hayden Marina Corona.
And Lucy, even we're graduating. Is it literally? It's $2
Let's slow down. I wanna live right now. I'm not worried, thinking about tomorrow. I'm feeling everything I need from you. It's all I believe in. I know you feel it too. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. I'll be holding you.
Good afternoon, Acorns and guests. I'm Maria Raitano, and I have the good fortune to serve as principal here at Live Oak High School. We are pleased to welcome so many of you to celebrate the graduation of these 221 graduates and 4 honorary graduates, a group of amazing Acorns. As we begin, we welcome our esteemed school board trustees who are representing Morgan Hill Unified School District, our superintendent, Steve Bitondo, our assistant superintendents, Kirsten Perez, Ramon Zavala, and Fawn Myers. Many thanks also to the Live Oak faculty and staff who have worked tirelessly to support this graduating class and to help them prepare for this special day. Perhaps most importantly, I want to recognize that as a school and as a district community, our work is done in partnership with all of you, the family, the parents, the friends, the loved ones, and supporters of our graduates. We welcome you all. Your combined efforts are reflected in the accomplishments of the remarkable young people who you will hear from and celebrate today. To get our program started, I invite you to stand if you are able as Associated Student Body President Grace Smith and Senior Class President Zoe Brotherton lead us in our flag salute. Following the salute, please remain standing as Rebecca Reynolds and Joseph Marquez sing our national anthem.
Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As we begin our commencement ceremony this afternoon, and I stand here looking out at parents and family members, I'm seeing a range of emotions. Beaming smiles of pride and joy, a little eagerness for what's to come, a few tears and sniffles. Maybe that's from parents or grandparents who can't help but mourn the end of childhood, just a little. And if I look carefully enough, I'm pretty sure I'll also spot a few sighs of relief. On the faces of our graduates today, as we were getting ready to process out here, I saw these same emotions and perhaps even a few more. They're happy to have finished high school, excited about the celebrations and adventures that lie ahead, and eager to begin the pathway to college and career that they've worked so hard to map out for themselves. But a few, in quieter moments, have admitted to just a twinge of nervousness, a hint of trepidation about leaving the safety and familiarity of their Live Oak home and Acorn family and launching out into the wide world. It's often like that in life, isn't it? Even the most sought after of changes can leave us feeling just a little fearful about the unknown that stretches before us. I'm reminded of a beautiful but simple poem by Susie Kassem called Heartwork that I think captures our natural human response to change, and I'd like to share that with you this afternoon. Each day, she writes, is born with a sunrise and ends with a sunset, the same way we open our eyes to see the light and close them to hear the dark. You have no control over how your story begins or ends. But by now, you should know that all things have an ending. Every spark returns to darkness, every sound returns to silence, and every flower returns to sleep with the earth. The journey of the sun and the moon are predictable, but yours, yes, yours, your journey is ultimately art. And so, class of 2018, if you're feeling just a little nervous because you can't entirely control how the next chapter of your story will unfold, that's natural. The movement of the earth around the sun is predictable. There will be darkness, there will be light, there will be change in your future, as in all of ours. But remember that there is tremendous hope in this moment too. As the sun sets on your high school years, it also rises on a new era. We want you to fill in colors and bold strokes to create this masterpiece that is the next phase of your journey. They've shown us as much as they've been here at Live Oak. They've shown us creativity. They've shown us passion for positive change. They've shown us sheer force of will, time and time again. And so I want to leave the graduates today with this message. When things get messy, as life and art inevitably do, don't despair. The sun will set, and it will rise again, glowing with new opportunities. Congratulations to the class of 2018. And as we continue our program, I'd like to welcome our superintendent, Mr. Steve Bitondo, to address our graduates and guests.
Thank you, Principal Rotano. Family members, community members, friends, and graduates. I'm going to turn a little bit. I am confident that the Live Oak High School class of 2018 is the most prepared class to lead our society into a better future, and I'll tell you why. You have ridden a wild ride of difficult influences, and you have come through like champions. In your most sensitive years on the home stretch to adulthood, you have been the subject to a barrage of social media pressures and world event circumstances. And through all of them, as mighty acorns, you have cultivated tremendous human experiences. Before your lives are soon to impact the world in amazing and wonderful ways. This class has proven that to focus on the value of human relations is superior to any outside interference. You have helped one another in family crisis, in relationship loss, in celebration of championships, in spiraling despair, by crisis empathy, and by supporting one another in overwhelming achievement. You have come together to celebrate respect and care for all, and you've come together to honor individual accomplishments for those of you, and there are many of you that have excelled beyond expectation. You did this by finding deep meaning in humanity in your everyday life, and you found deep meaning in those around you. That is the profile of this class. The character I see defined most in the class of 2018, Live Oak High School, is thoughtfulness. You have found meaning in the human condition, and your class demonstrates a purpose in valuing others. So, you have challenged the circumstances you have been given. You've challenged it by caring about others. Viktor Frankl, who was a neurologist, a psychologist, psychiatrist, Holocaust survivor, he once wrote, "Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose." As acorns, soon to be planted throughout the country, you are taking the experiences and Live Oak values with you. Let the circumstances you've pushed through be an inspiration for others. My hope for you is that you understand the impact that each of you, individually and collectively, have on other people each day. Continue to grab those opportunities where you can help someone or make others' lives just a little, or maybe even a lot, better. Graduates, we honor you, we respect you, and we thank you for who you are, and we congratulate you.
In addition to meeting all graduation requirements, 46 members of the class of 2018 have also met criteria for the State Seal of Biliteracy, a recognition by the State Superintendent of Public Instruction for graduating high school students who have attained a level of proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in one or more than one language in addition to English. We're proud that so many of the young people in our community recognize the value that multilingualism is to our community, to our school, and to their future careers. Representing our multilingual acorns are Ariana Baruman, Michelle Corona, and Cheyenne Duarte.
Language is the glue that holds the people together, and it is the first weapon drawn in a conflict. Ian Donnelly.
Bonjour.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon. My name is Cheyenne Duarte.
Mi nombre es Ariana Berumen.
Je m'appelle Michelle Corona, and we are all recipients of the Biliteracy Seal along with 43 other students here at Live Oak High School.
America is a country made of immigrants, various languages, cultures, and perspectives. As children, we did not understand the importance of this diversity due to the lack of education on cultures besides our own. Live Oak has exposed us to this diversity through its language programs and has allowed us to develop an appreciation for the culture within. Los Estados Unidos es un país de inmigrantes, varias lenguas, culturas y perspectivas únicas. Cuando éramos niños, no entendíamos la importancia de la diversidad en perspectivas únicas. Cuando éramos niños en este país, porque todavía no estábamos educados sobre culturas diferentes a las nuestras. Pero Live Oak nos ha expuesto a esa diversidad a través de los programas de idiomas y nos ha dado la oportunidad de desarrollar un aprecio por las culturas que hemos estudiado.
Along with this appreciation comes the ability to recognize the globalization of multilingual individuals who can traverse cultural boundaries and defeat the walls that seem to separate us. This communicative superpower is the basis of international business deals, the premise of a united global front for change, and the stepping stone towards a more equal and accepting society. This skill proves not only to be useful amongst dignitaries and ambassadors, but within our own homes. Avec cette reconnaissance vient la capacité de voir la mondialisation d'individus mutilants qui peuvent traverser des frontières culturelles et faire tomber les murs qui semblent nous séparer. ce super-pouvoir communicatif est la base des affaires internationales.
Norms begin to adapt. What were once believed to be unconventional families now represent the norm. The addition of family members comes with unique and distinct challenges, sometimes even language barriers. The ability to interact with my Ecuadorian grandparents, uncles, and aunts shows me entirely new facets of a culture that I couldn't have begun to understand without my education in the Spanish language. El estudio del español me ha dado la habilidad de interactuar con mis abuelitos, mis tíos y mis tías ecuatorianos. Ellos me han mostrado nuevos aspectos de una cultura la cual no comprendería sin mi educación en el lenguaje español.
On the other hand, as a native Spanish speaker, continuing to study the language has allowed me to gain more pride in my native tongue. It has helped me become a person who wants to help break those barriers that create unnecessary division, those barriers that have at times divided my family from other cultures. Por el otro lado, como un hispanohablante, el estudio continuo del español me ha ayudado a crecer en mi orgullo por mi lengua nativa. Me ha ayudado a convertirme en una persona que desea romper esas barreras que crean una división innecesaria e injusta. Esas barreras que a veces dividen a mi familia de otras culturas. Parents, students, faculty members, and friends, it is because of the extensive education on these aspects and because of our family's upbringing that we stand here before you today as educated, well-rounded students who are ready to be the change we wish to see. This is what we have prepared for, and this is what we will do.
I speak in behalf of all French classes. Thank you, Madame, for the 2 wonderful years. We will miss you incredibly. Merci pour votre dévouement. Vous allez nous manquer.
Felicitaciones.
Toutes nos félicitations.
And congratulations to the graduating class of 2018.
Live Oak has a long-standing tradition for the graduating class to select a song and/or a theme to represent their class at graduation. Here to present this year's theme are ASB President Grace Smith and Vice President Ariana Baruman.
Okay. Here we are, June 8th, graduation day. Together, over the past 4 years, we have been faced with challenges, some of which we defeated and some of which defeated us, but all of which we have learned from. Not only did we learn about DNA, the secret of life in biology, and realize every object is a symbol in English, but from winning championships or perfecting a number to worrying about problems, together we have started to discover ourselves.
Together, we have worked to make our campus a safer space with our kindness projects and our artistic abilities, building a sense of identity. And most importantly, we have worked to make this world a better place with our activism and our search for our voice. Together, we have witnessed the reality of school shootings that have awakened us and made us realize that we need to stand up for what we believe in, no matter what our views are, and no matter what it is we are passionate about. And with these passions, we have left our mark on this campus. We founded or reinstated new clubs and organizations that we knew would make a difference. As a woman of color, I have discovered my passion and drive to fight for women's rights and for the rights of marginalized groups, leading me to bring back Mecha.
Well, I joined Green Team to help ensure a recycling program alongside other students. With this class's constant desire for change, we have been like no other. But instead of reminiscing the past, each horizon, each sunrise, and each sunset is different for everyone, as some of us have chosen to continue with a higher education, some of us will go straight to work, and others will serve our country. But always remember that each of them is just as admirable, because no matter where we are, we will never stop learning.
Continue to gain knowledge, whether it is from a textbook, from your friends, or from your enemies, to reach your goals. Continue to discover your new dreams, new passions, and let them be heard. Let's go out and create a more just world. Let's go end hunger and discrimination, or search for the change that is important to you. Don't let anything hold you back, because if high school limitations didn't stop us from doing what we wanted, why let us keep us from pursuing our potential?
So, we challenge you to be the healer, the inventor, the artist, the teacher, the student, and to be the radiant light that the world needs. No matter where your horizon lies, embrace your beauty and let your voice be heard. And show the world that here comes the sun, because as Malala Yousafzai said, if people were silent, nothing would change. Congratulations, class of 2018. And always remember, cherubs, weigh your opportunity costs and as you figure it out, and go forth and conquer the world.
Live Oak is pleased to recognize many distinguished scholars this year, including 37 Gold Cord recipients whose cumulative GPA was above a 4.0. We know that academic achievement at that level reflects countless hours of hard work and dedication. It is traditional at graduation to recognize those whose grades reflect the highest level of academic effort. This year, 2 students tied for highest honors, so we are pleased to recognize 3 top students. Ashley Cowell, our salutatorian, and our co-valedictorians, Sarah Huffman and Isaac Muniz. A traditional order for salutatory and valedictory addresses is as they are listed in your program. However, because of the content of their speeches, our top scholars mutually decided to address you today in a slightly different order. We will hear first from one of our co-valedictorians, Sarah Huffman. Then from our co-valedictorian, Isaac Muniz, and finally, from our salutatorian, Ashley Cowell.
On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to thank our family, friends, our superintendent, assistant superintendents, and esteemed school board trustees for coming to this remarkable moment in our lives. Today we celebrate our accomplishments. Fellow graduates, after 720 days at Live Oak, we have made it. We have persevered and reached the finish line. Today is the day that we leave our childhood behind and enter the world of adults. However, none of us would be here without the support from our faculty, friends, and family. For the past 4 years, our teachers have taught us valuable lessons which we can apply both inside and outside the classroom. My peers and I are so lucky to have such devoted teachers. For example, Mr. Martin has diminished the tears of math and has been there to listen when we need to rant. Mr. Gillart has given us the tools to be a politically responsible citizen and advice on the life skills necessary for adulthood. Ms. Weeman has instructed us how we can always improve our writing skills and always seize the day. Never to forget some of the staff, such as Mr. Webb and Mr. Hemian, that left before our time was done, but has impacted our lives. Classmates and friends, after the tears, laughs, stress, and joy over the years, our time here at Live Oak has come to an end. We will always remember the Live Oak drumline at our rallies, the spirited football games, and even our dreaded finals. Our friends have motivated us when times are hard and left us with memories of the good times. Last but certainly not least, our families have been a crucial part of our achievement. Our parents have pushed us to do our best. Our grandparents encouraged us by telling us how proud they were, and our siblings were there to cheer us on when life was overwhelming. My fellow Acorns and I know that our success was not without the guidance, assistance, and motivation from others. Now, as we walk across this stage to receive our diplomas, remember these words from C.S. Lewis. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Thank you. We will now hear a few words from our co-valedictorian, Isaac Muniz.
Before Isaac speaks, we have an important announcement. Morgan Hill Police Department has asked me to mention that we have a missing little boy named Ben Candelaria, who was last seen about 25 minutes ago. So if Ben can hear me, we'd love for you to meet us right up here. And if you know where Ben is, please let us know so we can stop worrying about him.
Good afternoon, Live Oak class of 2018. Throughout the past 4 years, we have grown, we have fought, we have learned all that makes us scholars and all that makes us more complete. Freshman year, time seemed to move slowly when our futures were merely a thought and not a looming reality we face today. I never would have realized that I would make it this far. As cliche as that sounds, it is very relatable to virtually everyone here in the stands today. Like many of you, I struggled to overcome my challenges, and as a result, I have the ability to stand for you today to tell you about them. I acknowledge my struggles and grew as a result of my backgrounds, as it was full of misfortunes. Because my father was incarcerated, my mother was responsible to put up with my 3 older siblings and I, which motivated me to do better and improve upon myself and my academics. I yearned to become a better person. From these struggles, I didn't simply succumb to my misfortunes and wallow in them. I saw an opportunity to grow and develop while simultaneously allowing myself to know that I was going in the right direction. I'm here to inform you that your struggles are nothing to be ashamed of. Regardless of if your past was good or bad, you can take your past and shape it in the way you want your future to be. All of you in the stands here waiting in this heat can take what you have learned and put it to your individual use to guide yourself in the direction you want your life to go. You now have the whole planet in the palm of your hands, and you can shape it however you may please. Spread your wings and be free. As Tyler the Creator eloquently put, you're a bird and you're supposed to fly away. However, it is crucial to never forget the place you came from. I'm sure many of you felt this before, and it is not wrong to feel this, as growth and development is crucial to the person you are today. All of you sit here because your struggles, whether they be big or small, led you to this point. You saw yourself and wanted to achieve something better, and that is why you're able to graduate and overcome your struggles, because your past experience is influence your behaviors and your motives. Cherish the past, but also look forward to your futures. Let your past be the catalyst to your changing the world, as it is a motive I will take in my life wherever I may go and whatever I might do. Don't wallow in the past. Admire it and be thankful you had the experiences you had so you can make yourself better than you were in high school. I would like to thank my mother for being with me this entire time.
Thank you, Sarah and Isaac, for addressing how big an accomplishment it is for all of us to be here today. Douglas Adams once said, "There is an art, or rather a knack to flying. The knack lies in learning how to throw yourself at the ground and miss." Today is our graduation day, and we're standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down into the abyss and behind us at the well-trodden path that we've spent the last few years traveling. As we receive our diplomas, we have the choice to keep our feet safely on the ground, to continue along the side of the cliff, letting opportunities pass us by. Or we can take the risk. We can fling ourselves into the air, and we can discover we can soar. Douglas Adams meant success is like flight, in that you have to take risks in order to discover you can succeed. The ability to fly is inside each of us, and we will have to work hard and care deeply to find our wings. We've made it through 12 years of school. We've made it to graduation. Some of us have made it to college, some to the military, some to careers, and some to trade schools. We've done so well up to now, but it's far from over. So, as we graduate high school and move on to the rest of our lives, I hope we learn to take the risk. I hope we learn to throw ourselves at the ground so we can miss and learn to fly. And while standing on the edge of a cliff doesn't exactly inspire the urge to jump, remember, we may be ending our high school careers, but this graduation signifies the beginning of an era, our era. Thank you, Live Oak Acorns, class of 2018.
As you've heard, the class of 2018 worked together in many ways to shape their high school experience and mark it with a number of special events, activities, solemn celebrations, and important moments. These ranged from pep rallies to dances, community service, political activism, awards, games in the quads, you name it. Our seniors and student leaders of this class had a major impact on the life and culture of our school. To continue that legacy, please welcome Senior Class President Zoe Brotherton and Senior Class Vice President Madison Roman to present the class gift.
On behalf of the class of 2018, we would like to say thank you to our friends and family for being here and to all the faculty for helping us get to this stage today.
When deciding on our senior class gift, we wanted to ensure our gift would make a difference on and beyond campus. In our 4 years at Live Oak, the teachers in the science department have never lost their passion. Their budget may have a limit, but our learning should not.
Because of these limitations, we have decided to donate our remaining funds to the Live Oak Science Department, so every student will have an equal opportunity to find a new love for science through a hands-on learning experience. With this donation, we hope to give everyone the chance, as Ms. Paulson always says, to do better than yesterday. Thank you.
And now we're getting to that part you've all been waiting for. It is with a tremendous amount of pride and pleasure that I stand here today to certify that the students we present to you today have met all requirements set by the state of California and the Morgan Hill Unified School District for a high school diploma. Superintendent Batondo, assistant superintendents, and school board trustees, I proclaim that each of these students are eligible to receive a high school diploma or honorary diploma today. Please join me as we call each graduate's name and acknowledge their accomplishment.
Isaac Fernando Muniz.
Sarah Lena Alla Dorothy Huffman.
Marissa Ayako Chu.
Ashley Taylor Cowell.
Sarah Joan Jacob.
Kara Bass.
Reverend Caden Kim.
Catherine Allison Bell.
Jacob Michael Lefevre.
Ariana Berubin.
Songshi Kai Leong.
Brenna Catherine Blotz.
Joseph Francis Rosales Marquez.
Taylor Lynn Bond.
Cameron Elizabeth O'Connell.
Sarah Leilani Carmichael.
Shivani Osa.
Michelle Denise Corona.
Brianna Aisha Pemper.
Peyton Marina Corona.
Madison Emma Roman.
Kim Tien Dang.
McKaylee Dion Sakamoto.
Anthony Joseph Downer.
Ethan Scott Sandberg.
Cheyenne Danielle Duarte.
Grant Lee Schwoko.
Lauren Michaela Fent.
Adina Snaprud Simonsen.
Kira Lynn Fisher.
Grace Acosta Smith.
Marissa Jordan Gallardo.
Henry Wahab.
Amelia Christine Goebel.
Olivia Grace Williams.
Grace Mary Hill.
Jason Anthony Yamashita.
Rebecca Darlene Reynolds.
Zoe Tanaya Brotherton.
Deacon John Adams.
Jaden Peter Bushnell.
Claudia Alvarez.
Diana Cardenas Medina.
Giovanni Alvarez.
John Eric Casaje.
Isaac Anthony Araujo.
Fabiola Castillo.
Alison Armendaris Jurado.
Jacqueline Ceja.
Ryan Thomas Ashworth.
Isabella Nicole Satani.
Anthony Joseph Avila.
Mario Chaperone.
Nancy Alicia Aviña.
Cameron Chu.
Julian Baca.
Chad Michael Lane Church.
Carely Barajas Jimenez.
Seth Andrew Conforti.
Brock Thomas Barnes.
Gemma Contreras.
Cariana Serene Burrell.
Valerie Michelle Contreras Gonzalez.
Haley Michelle Bonfante.
Danielle Quincy Brianna Miller.
Catherine Margaret Boyton.
Ryan Vargas.
Paige Marie Brill.
Zachary William Durant.
Joe Edward Correas.
Maya Aideny Easterly.
Maricela Brianna Corona.
Marlene Irene Eilerkson.
Casey Ann Cowren.
Timothy Feldy.
Gino Eugene Causatorto Beltran.
Kara Charlene Fisher.
Cole Robert Lane Davis.
Ellie Mae Fisher.
Elena Del Real.
Liza Marlene Fuentes.
Jacqueline Demko.
Drew Paul Gibba.
Alexander Henry Diaz.
Bianca Estela Gomez Soto.
The Andrew Diaz.
Cassandra Gonzalez.
Henry Diaz.
Javier Gonzalez Gallardo.
Montserrat Diaz.
Erica Gonzalez Rivera.
Yoali Diaz Vasquez.
Kayla Rose Grant.
Nicole Lorraine Deere.
Christian Gary.
Charles Liam Doherty.
Blake Gustavson.
Blake Patricia Duarte. Christian Santiago Duran.
Justin William Harrison.
Amy Ann Regina Juarez.
Mianne Velasco Heist.
Shahar Kantorovich.
Fatima Hilaria Martinez.
Cameron Joseph Keating.
Alondra Michelle Hernandez.
Jocelyn Bree Layton.
David Ryan Hernandez.
Austin Lee.
Estefany Hernandez.
Sarah Ann Leal.
Ishmael Hernandez Martinez.
John Norris Levis.
Carl John Hicks.
Andrew Lopez.
Felicity Spring Hockhalter.
Cassandra Lopez.
Caitlin Hudson.
Jesus Lopez.
Camille Dina Ivy.
Zenaya Claritza Lucatero.
Alexis Pearl Jacobson.
Brisa Lugo.
Anna Marie Jensen.
Macias Lopez.
Tony Jimenez Rivera.
Denise Montoya.
Gabriela Magallanes.
Javen Andres Montoya.
Anthony
Anthony Joe Martinez.
Maritza Morales.
Jaime Manuel Martinez.
Sochi Elizabeth Campo Michelle Narvez.
Alondra Mejia.
Quinn Parker Neto.
Joseph Daniel Mejia.
Kyle David Northam.
Richard Anthony Mejia.
Jose Luis Oluarte Ortiz.
David Ibarra Melo.
Luis Gustavo Olvera Rivera.
Elijah Keith Mendoza.
Luis Miguel Olvera Valdez.
Esmeralda Mendoza Hernandez.
Brianna Danielle Ordaz.
Natalie Monique Mogo.
Isabella de la Luz Gomez Orsburn.
Divyesh Mohan Kumar.
Marcus Andrew Orta.
Gary Anthony Molina.
Tyler Hudson Pacheco Tosi.
Ricardo Montes Garcia.
John Einan Ponce Pagsisihan.
Ria Pawar.
Cassandra Nora Eileen.
Perrin Johnny Payan Lawler.
Paul Jordan Roshan.
Amy Selena Perez.
Jack Rodriguez.
Miriam Perez Garcia.
Alex Rodriguez.
Samantha Audrey Philpott.
Ellen Rodriguez.
Natalie Tamron Polson.
Alyssa Victoria Rodriguez.
Jennifer Kaur Punia.
Jocelyn Rodriguez.
Bethany Luis Pike.
Josue Rodriguez.
Andreas Quintana.
Damon Rodriguez.
Iman Cabria Rahman.
Charles Ramriel.
Braulio Ramirez Perez.
Samuel Ronke.
Cameron Richard Reale.
Tyrone Rovianic.
Ganesh Karthik Renukunta.
Carlos Henry Rubalcava de Luna.
Ryan David Robinson.
Audrey Rubio. Oh, Bernardo Salinas.
Jake Ryan Saltonstall.
Christine Trey Rose.
Diana Giselle Sandoval.
Guy Michael Trujillo.
Cassie Kopp Santos.
Andrew Eric Tuttle.
Hannah Jewel Satterley.
Alina Amalia Vasquez.
Caleb Paul Schwan.
Ziormara Irene Vasquez Ramos.
Tessa Nicole Seda.
Freddie Vasquez Gutierrez.
Sata Jabu Siafa.
Hector Daniel Villa.
Andrew James Smith.
Hector Alexander Villa.
Fiona Jennings Smith.
Aaron Cesar Villarreal.
Ariana Soto Barajas.
Brendan Eric White.
Greg Austin Sperry.
Arabella Elise Williams.
Logan Tyler Steed.
Paige Noel Wilson.
Angela Danielle Karanga Tabora.
Nathan James Yakano.
Allison Rose Tapia.
Alyssa Kathleen Ibira.
Susana Torres.
Eric Andres Zamudio.
As our last graduates make their way back to their seats, I'm going to turn just a little bit so I can address them more directly. Who had the pleasure of journeying with you for the first 3 years of high school. When I spoke with Mr. Webb this morning, he asked me to remind you, your best can get better by taking care of life's daily challenges and building success a little at a time. He said to tell you, don't forget to laugh every day, but not all day, because people will wonder. Graduates, please move your tassels at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, esteemed guests, it is my pleasure to present to you the Live Oak High School class of 2018, who are no longer seniors, but Acorn alumni. Congratulations.
Here comes the sun, doo doo doo. Here
Choose your words.